Good morning. I'm Dr. Max Thornsberry with Milk Specialties.
I'm Dave Wilcox with Kent Nutrition Group.
We're going to show you how to measure milk replacer properly for mixing. Remember that milk replacer, when mixed properly, is mixed by weight, not by volume. We want 10 ounces of powder on top of 2 full quarts of water to get the exact 13 solids that mimic what comes out of the cow's teat. Problem is that there is variability when we manufacture milk replacer. Depending on the humidity, depending on the temperature. This 10-ounce cup, level full, might hold 13 ounces, might hold 15 ounces, might hold 14 ounces. That's too much milk replacer. So what we want to demonstrate today is how you can account for that for each particular lot number that you receive on the farm.
So what we did, we tared the cup so we know how much the cup weighs, and then we filled the cup with powder. So every time you get a new lot code number of milk replacer, you should probably do this with your cups that come in those bags. So we weigh that, and when we weigh this, that cup level full on this milk replacer weighs 13.8 ounces. That's too much for 2 quarts of water because we want 10 ounces in 2 quarts of water on top of 2 quarts of water.
So if you took that level cup, Dave, and poured it on top of 2 quarts and mixed it, you'd be feeding way too concentrated a milk replacer.
We would be feeding basically a third more powder than what we want in that milk replacer. So now we've got the solid content too high. What happens then?
Then we get diarrhea.
Yeah.
We get diarrhea. We're causing a nutritional diarrhea.
Right.
Because we have too much sugar.
Because the osmolarity changes, and then
That's right.
that calf has to mobilize water to flush that.
That's correct. And he shunts water from his bloodstream right into that gut, and then it just comes straight through him as liquid.
So then they get dehydrated.
They do. And so you think, oh, I've got crypto or I got corona, and really what you're doing is you're causing a nutritional scours because we didn't weigh the milk replacer properly.
So when we get in a new batch of milk replacer, that milk was all made in the same conditions,
Yeah.
but it may be different than the conditions that were made on your milk that was made 2 months ago.
That's correct.
So when you get in this cup and this weighs 13 ounces, 13.8 ounces according to this, what you want to do is you want to take this cup, take out as much powder as it takes to get you down to the 10 ounces. That gets us down to 12.5. We'll take out a little bit more powder. That gets us down to 11.7. Take out a little more powder. So this gets us down to, so now the powder in this cup is about at the 8-ounce line, but that's giving us our 10 ounces of powder. So ideally what you'd want to do is take a pair of scissors, come down there, get that line where that milk replacer is, and cut your cup down to the level of the milk all the way around. And then from that point on, this is how full you need to have your cup to get your 10 ounces of powder to get your right ratio of water to powder in your milk replacer. Is that right,
Now,
Max?
that is correct. And you see how much we took off of that to get down to the 10 ounces. If you just use that cup as your standard measure for 10 ounces and start making milk replacer, you're going to scour a big percentage of your calves because you're feeding them too much concentrate. Now, at 14 ounces in this cup, you're going to be feeding upwards to 15 to 16% solids instead of 13% solids. And for a newborn calf, that's more than he can handle. He can't adjust to that.
Nope.
Now, a calf 2 or 3 weeks old, he can probably handle it, but a newborn calf cannot. So we want you, when you get this cup, to understand that it's an approximation of what 10 ounces is going to be.
Correct.
Cut that off, just like Dave demonstrated. And for that lot number, that pallet of milk replacer, that number of bags, this is your 10-ounce cup now. And then you'll be feeding the milk replacer at the proper rate. And we have people say, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to. That little scale, we'll get you the scale. We're making the scales. We'll get you the scale. We want you to do this. And the reason we want you to do this is for the health of your calf.
Healthy calves aren't scouring, so we keep them right, and then they keep on growing.
All right. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.